Hey y'all, it's Anime Came and today I'm going to be reviewing episode 1 of Ascendance of a Bookworm, and this episode was plain as fuck. And let me explain why. The premise is pretty much about this guy that's part of a cathedral who desires to look into the memories of this woman called Mine, and then as the episode progresses, we get an explanation that Mina used to be this girl called Urano that was in like this certain setting until she somehow died and she was a librarian, but then now she ends up in the body of this girl called Mine. So all in all, the first part of it was relatively interesting. But where it loses me though from a story standpoint is when you start seeing the obsession of Mine when it comes to books. Now at the start it's kind of funny and it's adorable. But then when you have her repeatedly say, books, I want my books. And I'm just like, oh God, this is fucking boring because it reuses the same joke, the same fucking obsession with her books joke. It's reused multiple times. And they could have made this episode have a bit more variety. Like they could literally started out with showing her life as Motoshi Urano. Mine could have shown her relationship with her mom and her books. Could have ended off the first episode by having her die, then ended off with her being in Mine's body near the end for more intrigue. Or this episode could have shown more interesting shit. I would have maybe have liked to have seen Mine bond with, or more like Urano bond with Mine's family. And that shit would have been interesting too, to see some nice characterization and character development and see her slowly develop the habits of being in the current setting that she's in. Like any number of things would have been more interesting than what we got. But literally the first 13 minutes were Mine staying in the same freaking room. And whenever a movie or TV series does that, it better be some of the most fucking engaging dialogue. It better be on the fucking running level of, say, Quentin Tarantino, if you want to make this kind of shit engaging. Or Daily Lives of High School Boys. And it wasn't engaging for the most part for the first 13 minutes and 22 seconds. And then it takes till the end of the episode for the main character to realize that she's going to decide to make her own books. Because when she travels into this world, there isn't really any bookstores. There's books, but they're so expensive that only nobles can buy them. And she decides to make books. So I do like that realization that comes from the main character. It just takes a fucking while for that. And that was like the only redeeming quality. And that's what I felt from a story standpoint. It wasn't engaging. It was not engaging. From a character standpoint, Mine was like the only somewhat interesting character, because everyone else, they were just there. They were not intriguing at all. Animation and art sucked. Let's just be real. There was like no shading in multiple instances, and for all weight shots, faces weren't even fucking drawn, and hands looked deformed. And the only thing I can really compliment is the voice performances. But other than that, I didn't find this engaging at all. And I'm going to rate this episode a 4.5 out of 10. With my skill being 1 abysmal, 10 exceptional, 5 average. I just didn't think it did enough to be average. It was just plain as fuck. Hell, when I was live reacting, this episode almost made me fall asleep. Hell, I'm almost falling asleep right now. And I'm trying to stay awake because Seis Manos from Netflix is going to premiere in like a few minutes in my time zone. And I want to stay awake for that. And I ain't going to fucking fall asleep just because of this series. I'm probably going to drink a lot of water after watching this episode and some freaking coffee. But yeah, honestly, I'm not impressed. I can only really recommend this series to like people that want to watch an anime with like a really cutesy character that has an obsession with books, but that's about it. If y'all are not interested in that kind of stuff, then I cannot earnestly recommend this at all. But anyways, y'all, these are my impressions on this first episode. Comment down your thoughts on this episode in the comment section below. How'd you feel about the review episode? And I'll see you guys later if you come back for more. Hell, I'm not even looking at the camera in some instances in this review because I didn't really give a fuck about this episode. That's how much this thing almost made me fall asleep. Oh fuck. I'm gonna see you guys later because if I fucking continue making this review, I'm gonna fall asleep. That's how sleepy this episode's made me. All right, y'all. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great and safe day. Bye bye.